Hello, YouTube. Good afternoon. Today I have a great call for you. I'm talking to an Indian gentleman who is actually a licensed U.S. CPA. He has questions about the I-10, LLCs, where to set it up, how to set it up. We go into a lot of specifics about being a CPA since I'm also a licensed CPA, and a little bit about that. So if you're interested in that, then again, this is the perfect video for you. If you're an Indian CPA looking how to get more clients and expand in the US, this video is exactly for you. But if you just want to know more, especially if you're Indian, you want to know more about the CPA, US LLCs and how business works here and everything, it's going to be a good video and I'm sure you'll like it. Let's get to it. But first, quick thumbs up on the button right down low. It really helps. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Okay, well, let's get to the call right now.
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.
I'm great. How are you doing? How's it going?
Yeah, it's been great, and I've been watching your videos for past few days, and it's been quite good.
I'll put my light on. Great. Well, here you are talking to the man behind the camera.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching the channel and stuff. I appreciate it. I think you have if I remember your email right, you actually do like a CPA yourself, or am I wrong?
Yes. I got certified from the Arizona State Board of Accountancy in 2016, and I'm also a chartered accountant in India. So I really love accounting, tax, audit, and
how was that process of because I know I'm licensed in New Jersey. I work in Miami. I don't even use CPA. Like, I'm a CPA, but I don't audit stuff, which is the main legal reason to get a CPA license is to certify stuff. I don't even do that. But what was the process like? Was it tough?
No, not at all. See, particularly for Indian chartered accountants, doing an American CPA isn't tough at all.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have to take the test, but to qualify to take the test isn't that bad.
Yeah. Because not just the test, you have to meet some experience requirements as well, right? So.
Oh yeah, sure.
Experience, and you need those credits to appear for the exam and also for getting the CPA credential.
Well, it's funny. Every state is different, and I'm licensed in New Jersey, like I said, but I don't even qualify. Like, I tried to get licensed in Florida, but the rules here are really strict. So it'd probably be easier for me to get licensed in Arizona. I need to have a master's degree in accounting here, and I don't have that. And there's no reason for me to have that. I don't do accounting like that.
I really don't understand why they keep it separate for separate states. Once it's NASBA, right?
I mean, this call isn't about that, but I could go off because I looked into it a lot, and they have if the rules are materially the same, if they're basically the same, they're supposed to allow you within the same criteria, but they don't interpret the law the same way under NASBA. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. But I wanted to be a Florida CPA too, and now that I'm self-employed, I'm not working under, I don't know if I'm working under a CPA working by myself. So I don't know if I can even certify my own experience. I can't certify my own experience for myself because I'm not working under another CPA. I don't know. But whatever. Congrats on getting your license. That's awesome. You have some questions for me today, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I have sent you an email already, and we'll touch upon those questions one by one.
Okay.
So the first one is that I got my CPA qualification 4 years ago, and after that I've been doing just on and off some US tax work using software like Drake and all that for filing 1040s and mainly 1040s. So the thing is that now I want to set up an LLC in the US and start up on my own, market my CPA practice, and I already have a small set of client base which I want to expand. Mainly it's a lot of Indians who keep traveling and who are working in companies like Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and those are high net worth clients. And so I do their 1040s, been doing for last 2-3 years, and I plan to develop on that client base that I have.
Yeah.
Now the first thing is that the LLC that I want to form, it should be in a state where the annual costs and compliances are the minimum. So because I got certified from Arizona, I thought that forming an LLC in Arizona may make sense because I can partner with other CPAs in Arizona. So what do you think? Should I form Arizona LLC just for this purpose, or I can form in any other state like Wyoming or Delaware where most people do?
It probably makes sense for you to have an Arizona LLC. I mean, I don't know offhand all the requirements for that. I don't think there are any, but that way you can be a part of your institute, your Arizona Institute of CPAs, and have your Arizona business and your Arizona LLC, and you can really double down on Arizona. Because like if you use like Delaware or Wyoming or whatever, it's not gonna be, the cost isn't that much different, and there's no like competitive advantage. Otherwise, it just looks like you're just another guy who saw a video that said Wyoming LLCs are the best, so you opened one there. You know, I think Arizona is more intentional. It seems to make more sense.
Okay, and but what about the taxes over there? Are there going to be income taxes or any other taxes which will impact me compared to Wyoming or Delaware?
No, just like the same rules apply. The Wyoming and Delaware tax stuff is about corporations, really. You can open a corporation in Delaware without really paying Delaware corporate taxes. And I guess it's the same in Wyoming. But we only really use Delaware just because it's a little more clear, and there's a lot of other reasons to use corps. Delaware is better for Wyoming's better for other things. But so the tax code and the case law supports the sourcing of services to be sourced where they're performed, and an LLC is a pass-through entity. Therefore, you're not a U.S. person, so you have no reason to pay U.S. taxes. And because all of your services are performed remotely in India, I'm assuming, then that's where you would be liable to pay tax, not in the U.S.
Okay,
And
so
this
does that make any
case law
difference?
supports that, and so does the Internal Revenue Code, which obviously is how they made their case law decisions, right?
Okay, fine. Okay, got that point. And so yeah, that was first question answered.
So the answer is no matter what state you choose, as long as you have an LLC, you wouldn't pay U.S. taxes.
Yeah, because anyway, my clients are spread all across the US from Seattle to New York and California, everywhere. So I'll be performing the services over here. So
Yeah.
I just thought that, I may get some, by becoming a member of the Arizona State Board of Accountancy, and I can partner with some more CPAs over there by forming an LLC over there.
Yeah, sure. And you can get information and stay on top of your licensure and stuff. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And they always
So
ask about your company and stuff, like who's your employer or whatever, and you can say, "This is my employer, it's my LLC."
yeah, although it will be just a registered agent, which will be my address over there.
Yeah, it's fine.
And okay, so will there be any other taxes like self-employment tax or sales tax on this type of practice?
No sales tax on services, and no self-employment tax for non-residents.
No self-employment tax. Okay. Next question, will there be any withholding taxes on the fees that I may get from my US clients, and not just individuals? Suppose I do some work for some US company and some accounting service or anything. Will there be any type of withholding taxes?
There should not be any withholding taxes, not on services, only on FDAP income, fixed determinable annual or periodic income, which is generally rents, royalties, dividends, things like that.
Okay, so no withholding taxes. Got it. Will you be aware if I need any special license or business license to open a CPA practice in Arizona?
So yes, so this is a tricky. I can't, my practice is not a CPA practice. So you don't need to be a CPA practice, because that just means you have to register with the state to be able to audit financial statements. You know, you need to have a certain level of insurance to do that as well. So you don't need to get that because you're not going to be performing audits.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming you're not going to be performing audits. If you want to perform audits, you should probably partner with someone locally and figure that out. But that's what generally you would license yourself as a CPA firm, an official CPA firm in the state. You need a certain level of insurance, and you need to, and it's really just so that you can do audits.
Okay, great. So no need of license as of now.
Yeah.
I
don't know. This is my speculation. I'm just guessing, because I don't know Arizona rules.
Fine. I'll check myself on this, but
yeah, but that's how I think it is.
And anyway, I'm not getting into audit as of now because I want to go mostly into tax first.
Audit's the worst. You don't want to do audit. Takes forever. It's a ton of work. Only
Yeah.
like the biggest companies need it. And then the biggest companies have way too much stuff for just you to do by yourself, especially remotely.
Mhm. Although where I'm calling from, the city in India, Hyderabad, from where I stay. So
Hyderabad, yeah, I had clients from there before.
yeah, so here Deloitte has got a huge office and more than 10,000 people working here, and they do all back office audit work for so many US clients, you know.
Yeah, they have
Uh,
10,000 employees doing it. You're doing it yourself. And they
correct,
have the
correct.
name Deloitte. And like when Deloitte does an audit, I worked with partners and stuff. I did public accounting for 10 years, right? So some of the people I worked with were in public before. I had a guy who just spent all year, they had a team of like 7 people who spent all year just doing one part of accounts receivable of one public company. And it was like,
Yeah,
so like they have 50 people just doing like
yeah,
one part of accounts payable, so it's because the volume's insane. So to
yeah.
actually audit that every year is insane. It's not practical. So the only companies that really need an audit are hard to find, and then to actually have it be necessary is usually not even necessary.
Got it, got it.
So don't
Fine.
waste your time. If you have a passion for it, work for someone else who does audits.
Yeah, not in the immediate future. Anyway, so next point I had about this Form 5472, which I have heard you talk about quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so this will be a compulsory requirement, right, for a single member LLC, and I have to report transaction between the LLC and myself.
Yeah.
Okay, and this will be okay, I guess, from the first month of the incorporation.
Yeah, from I give you what it's calendar year. So if you open it in November, then you have to do it for that year. And you generally they made they made it really broad when they describe what is a reportable transaction. So basically, you have to, if you're operating doing anything, you probably have to file.
Okay,
But it's the
but
only
I
thing
don't
you have
have.
to do. There's no tax to pay.
Okay, 54. It's just a reporting thing. And yeah, and in one of your videos, you mentioned that there's a form 1120 also goes as a cover form to form 5472.
That's right. I actually have a little course that I put together showing you. It's like 5 hours explaining exactly how to prepare the form, and then we review it if you do the course. That'd probably be best for you, because then you could do it for your clients too.
Mm-hmm. Fine, I'll go through that. Is it there on your website?
No, you have to just email me, and I'll email you the details. I have a lot of stuff to do to finish my new website with some courses on it and stuff. So you email
Okay,
me, I can send you the link.
sure, I'll check it out then. The important question I had, like, I want to now open an IRS e-services account to enable e-filing of returns. So that's the IRS, yeah,
Oh yeah,
secure.
yeah, okay. You can ask me the questions.
Sorry.
No, I remember doing it. It was such a headache.
It's a headache, and
Kind of.
the point is they are asking for me to have an SSN or an ITIN. So being a foreigner, I have neither. And how can I open an IRS e-services account then?
You have to ask them. If you need an ITIN, you got to get an ITIN.
Okay, so but ITIN, I tried the form W7. It, it's mandatory to file a tax return in most of the cases if you want to apply
It's
for an ITIN.
always mandatory to file a tax return because, well, not always. Yeah, basically, it's always mandatory, whether you are or your family is. You need to have a reason to request a TIN. And because you want an e-services account isn't listed on the form. So what we usually do is show a little bit of income and pay a little bit of tax. And then we say, look, you had some income, you had some tax to pay. That's why you need an ITIN.
Okay, so just because I have an LLC with an EIN is not reason enough for IRS to give me an ITIN?
Let us, let's just look it up. Let's just have some fun here. So here's Form W7.
Okay.
So these are the A through H reasons. A non-resident required to get an ITIN to claim a treaty benefit, and you would need a tax return or at least an 8833 to do that. A non-resident alien filing a tax return, filing a tax return. dependent of an alien filing a tax return, spouse of an alien or citizen alien filing a tax return, filing a tax return, dependent of a spouse filing a tax return, basically, or anything else. So you have to be filing a tax return.
No, I can do it under other, the
Well,
last option.
we have to see the instructions.
The instructions say that I give in detail why I'm looking for an I-10.
Yeah, I mean, but why? What I'm telling you is that I don't know if that'll work. It might work. You have to wait 5 or 6 months for them holding your passport or your certified copy to find out if it works. Or you can just, I'm telling you what works. What works is you press B, file a tax return, and then you file a tax return, report $200 of income, and write them a $20 check.
Okay.
And then you say, look, I had $200 of income. Here's my tax. I paid it. Give me my ITIN.
Okay, is it?
Otherwise, like I said, this might work, but you're gonna have to wait 5 or 6 months for them to process it and tell you. And if it doesn't, then you have to wait another 5 or 6 months to see.
No, it's
No,
not.
so I'm telling you this could work. I don't know, but I
Uh-huh.
know this works. I do this for people all the time.
Okay.
And then you have to
Fine.
fill this out really closely, really well. You definitely need a foreign address.
Mhm.
You need to fill out everything you can and attach the great copies certified by your embassy in India or by the issuing agency. So whoever issued the passport has to stamp it and certify it on the same page, not over the picture, on the side of the same page. It's really crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. So you are also in certifying, you are also a certifying acceptance agent, right?
Yes, I am.
So you can take care of this stuff
Of
for.
course, yeah. I mean, I can do that. I do that too. I'm just telling you because you're a CPA and you're gonna get these questions too. It's fun for me to teach. So, how to become a certified acceptance agent? Can you do this too? Because they have these all over the world, and this would be helpful if you could certify stuff in India and Hyderabad. How to become an acceptance agent for IRS ITIN numbers. So, you can always apply year round. This is the form it looks like. You have to take a little course.
Okay.
Acceptance agent, you have an LLC, professional standards, you're a CPA. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I mean, non-resident alien, attached green visa for residing. Okay, yeah, so you can do it.
Is there an exam which we have to pass?
It's like it's like a notary exam. Like it's like saying like it's like an exam on like fraudulent documents and how to verify if a passport is real, kind of thing.
Okay, okay. That's fine. That looks cool. I'll try that later. But first, I want to get through this I-10 stuff. And so, how much will it cost me if I decide to get this I-10 work through you?
We used to do the ITINs for 1,000, but we lowered it to $75 or $750, and that
Oh,
includes we pay the tax that we put on there and everything.
hmm. Got it, got it. So that is about I-10 and so EFIN. You don't do tax filing,
Yeah,
or
I
you
do.
have?
I'm trying to do less, but I do tax filing, sure.
Okay, because your name says tax consultants.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a CPA, and all we do is tax consulting. It's more like tax planning is more fun than just doing tax returns all day. And we're getting a lot of local people. It's just time, like people who just want stuff cheap and fast, and we're trying to be more expensive and more detailed. So we're cutting down, like better quality clients, less clients. So we've been doing less tax returns, but I have like 100 tax returns to do before the next filing season. So before like September and October. So I have plenty of stuff to do.
So that is there. One more question. Yeah, will I be liable to file Form 1040 NR
You have to,
or
yes.
1040 NR? Okay, but you said that, okay, even though a single member LLC will be a disregarded entity, so whatever income the LLC earns will be regarded as my personal income. So in that capacity, I have to file a 1040 NR reporting all that income?
No. I mean, you said, I thought you were asking like if you can or if you what you would report as a 1040 NR. No, I mean I take the position that income earned by the LLC is not U.S. source income based on
Correct.
case law and my interpretation of the code, because you're doing
Yeah.
your services abroad and it's a pass-through entity. So that's how I that's how I see everything. So I say no. Definitely, a lot of people are doing 1040 NRs and paying taxes and stuff. I definitely don't think you have to. You have to do a 1040 NR to get your ITIN though.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to get my ITIN anyway. So, but I just thought that so I don't have to report. I don't have to file at all 1040 NR then.
No, if
Okay.
you since you're again since you're into this and doing it, you might want to file a protective form. Just like it's more important for foreign corporations, but basically file a blank 1040 NR. Now you can file electronically, especially when you can e-file, just telling the IRS, look, I have no U.S. source income. I'm just filing just anyways to file. Just so you start the statute of limitations and everything.
Okay. Okay. Next point regarding bank account for the LLC, again, which you have touched upon in quite a few of your videos. So I looked through Mercury, and in one video you suggested Relay Financial.
Yeah.
So for startup LLC, like like for this kind of service that I'm trying to provide, either would be fine, or which one do you recommend, or anything else?
Relay is better. I mean, but Relay is only invite only, so you'd have to like try and contact support and get invited to them. I mean, obviously I invite my clients and they all use it and they like it. It's very similar to Mercury, and Mercury works great. It's just Relay is better for like e-commerce people and stuff, because you can make multiple accounts, you can order multiple debit cards, and you can have different admin users and level of access and stuff. So Relay has more stuff to it. But they literally are both the same bank. They're both backed by Evolve Bank and Trust. So they're literally both the same U.S. bank. They're just different services.
So why haven't the traditional banks like maybe Chase or Wells Fargo, Bank of America, they are into this space, like for foreigners and for
They don't
foreign
make
owned
it easy.
LLCs?
They don't make it easy. Maybe because they already make too much money without it. And there's extra risk they would have to take on.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's like extra risk, extra work, extra compliance, just more stuff when they're already making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like they don't really need to do it yet.
Got it.
I imagine it would come soon now that people don't want to leave the house and go to banks, but they still haven't embraced it yet. I have a lot of clients that would like to use Chase, but they have to come see them in person.
Yeah.
There's
Many of
different
them.
ways around it, but it's more complicated, and we have to use our attorney, and it's not worth it. Like Mercury Bank works fine.
Yeah, works fine. And see, whatever cost, they have zero costs for, and even maintain the zero balance. They just charge you for an international wire transfer.
Yeah. And you can't send wires everywhere, but it works. You can use TransferWise for anything they don't have.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And because the LLC is a pass-through entity, so any amount that I pay to myself, I heard you said that as a distribution. So anyway, I'll be showing that amount in my reporting that amount in my India tax filing. So from the US tax point of view, that doesn't make any difference, right? Whatever amount I pay to myself.
That's just what you would report as your distribution on the 5472. And
yeah,
I mean, you're the Indian tax person, so I don't know how it works in India.
No, being an Indian resident, it's the same. If you're a US resident, so you report all your global income in the US. But I'm an Indian resident, so I have to report my global income in India.
So are you going? So let's say you make $200,000 from your LLC net income. You send $100,000 to yourself in India. That extra $100,000 staying in your LLC, are you going to report that and pay tax on in India? Or are you going to?
Yes. No. I am supposed to report the entire 200,000.
You heard it here, Indian government. He's reporting it all. I know not everybody does, and that's the beauty with these LLCs. Is I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't know how the Indian government would know, but because you're leaving it here, but you're supposed to report it. You're going to report it. We're held to a higher standard as tax professionals. So,
No, and Indian government is very strict nowadays. In India, in the Indian tax return, being an Indian resident, wherever in the world I hold a bank account, of which I am a signatory. So I have to report that bank account, peak balance in that bank account during the year, and
just
everything.
like we do.
My passport number and everything.
Okay, just like we do then. Okay.
You mean the FBAR filings, right? Right,
Exactly,
FBAR
yeah.
and FATCA filings, yeah. So that quite similar to that. So it's very difficult to get away, and I don't have a choice whether to report just 200,000 or 100,000 out of that. There's not
Yeah.
a choice anymore.
I was just messing with you about that. That's
I
funny.
know, I know. The nose is tightening, so it's
Yeah, I gotta disclose everything, but you know, not even with the LLC not being necessarily a tax haven for you because you report it, uh, you know, the cost of the benefits you get from still having it, like local bank accounts and using dollars and faster transactions, already they worth it anyways,
yeah, absolutely.
which is what we talk
Uh,
about a lot on the channel.
right, James. I think I covered all of my points. So
Awesome,
it
awesome.
was
So,
great.
um, great. Thanks for scheduling the call and let me know. Send me an email if you need help with the ITINs or you want to check out that 5472 course. It's best to just find a client who needs that service and then buy the course and then sell it to them. They pay for it, right?
Sure. So do send me the link of that course. So I'll
Yeah, I have to
just
send some emails anyways. Let me send
check
3
on.
emails. Okay, cool. I'm gonna post this call on the channel, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool, great, thank you. Hopefully we can help someone in your position, another Indian CPA who can't find a video specifically addressing these questions. There has to be another one.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, buddy. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay, everyone. I think the call went really well. Deepak, really nice guy. We had a great conversation, and I think I answered all his questions. I hope you enjoyed our conversation and what we talked about. Maybe you learned something. If you want to have a call with me or a private or a Zoom call like this that I share on the channel, it's all in the description below. You can schedule it yourself. Go ahead. You can email us the same way. And again, please give me that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done it already. It really helps right there. That little thumbs up and comment if you have any other questions. I'll try and respond to that all as fast as I can. Happy to be back making videos after my quick break, and I will see you all on the next video. Thanks for watching.